We are here to do a feedback for iwatooshi. So let's see what is the problem. I really struggle with removing outline. Like my biggest issue is when I go full process of blending, erasing, recoloring. Blending, removing what is not necessary, and changing colors. It just ends like a blurry block. It's like there are not parts that show they are giving contrast to other parts. Everything is not showing, haha, I'm much more important, or haha, I'm not so important, so I'm the corner. There is no energy or emotions. Let's focus on that, okay? We want to show a character that is full of itself, like, haha, I practice my Thai, you're gonna get a punch in your face. The first thing when we imagine that is, number one, a determined look. So let's get into the speak, Ctrl-Shift-X. Let's start making the eyes more anime determined. Like, haha, I'm closing my eyes because I'm looking at you strongly, like, haha. We also need to change the perspective of the eyes. Let's keep going little by little. Since this is a one character art, the eyes are so important, champs. The eyes are absurdly important. The eyes are really important because we gotta really show the emotion that we want to show. Okay, we already did a good change. You can see the difference here in the eyes. We just closed it and made eyes smaller. Because it's a fighter, we think, haha, it's serious, it's going to punch, jab, and then just punch even more people. It's going to do that. So we just keep on closing the eyes. Another thing that I see here, it's about this. What is happening here in the colors? Where is light coming from? Where is light not coming from? We gotta really separate things. Sometimes we tend to think, oh, but there is going to be a reflection here and then there is going to be shadow here. Maybe if we take things a little bit slower, we can make progress faster. Sometimes going slower can help us understand even faster, even easier. Oh, this is what is happening here. Let me select the character, not the background, only the character. Invert selection. Duplicate. Ctrl-J for duplicate. Now we can lock this layer. Look at this. I'm going to do an airbrush gradient. I mean, this is a very strong painting without any kind of gradient. It's the first reason why I'm doing this. We need to separate everything. Do you see this punch right here? This hand? We gotta separate it from the rest of the body. Contrast is important. We cannot forget about contrast. What I'm going to do is leave the hand with a lot of contrast and around it low contrast. Around it, pick a little bit of the background color. Like, haha, nothing important is happening here. Haha, what did you thought it was going to be? Nothing important. Now invert selection by pressing Ctrl-Shift-I. It could be color burn. It can be multiply. You choose the one. I'm going to use color burn. I'm going to select this area here and give contrast. And by the way, what we are doing here is giving strong emotions to the character. Here, just get darker. And then we break down that big piece into smaller ones. But we gotta be careful when always comparing. Maybe this gray level should not be so bright here. Maybe this gray level should not be so dark here. And I see this happen a lot in this painting. Some place that should not be as bright was really bright. Or some place that should not be as dark was really dark. If we're gonna see light in this area, you're telling me there is light coming from below. No, light's not coming from above. From below. So you here, shadow, take your shadow. Try to make lines a little bit more smooth. We can see this happening a lot in the shirt. Is that there are too many strong lines. I understand this is a more cell shading style. Sure, it's a cell shading style. But once it gets something that our eyes can understand, why here is a middle shadow and here is light and here is light. Maybe those points we need to think, okay, maybe I should go a few steps back and see where light's coming from, reflections coming from, everything's coming from. Just adding reflection from the background. That's how you make things pop. Add other colors. Here, you can do some push-pull movements to show how the cloth is like stretching a lot because this character's super duper ripped and works out a lot. And then here in the middle if you want. Do 1, 2. 2 is good. If you want 3, why not 3? Here a shadow doing the push-pull movement again. I see a lot of lines. I understand if it's the style, but if it's on the style, we gotta be careful to not do this type of thing right here that is happening. Should not do overlapping layer. A shadow, a bending point, overlapping another bending point. This can get viewers' eyes a little bit lost. Corners darker. If you want to show contrast, if you want to show emotion, like the character is moving and everything's happening, background is the best way possible to make that happen. Let me show you right now how to make our background, make our character pop. And we want the character popping. New layer, below the character layer, of course. You just gotta really follow the movement. Like the body's doing this movement, you follow it with lines of action, that's the name of it. And you could make those lines blurry, you could make anything with those lines, really. I see that you made a really strong white light here. You know what it means? It's not light coming from above, because there would be also in the chest, there would be in the hand, there would be everywhere. And I don't see it repeating. So what is happening here is that this light's coming from behind. Let's make the light coming from behind. Hand. You receive light in your corners. Liquefy again. Sphinx, I'm gonna get you. Whoop! Yeah, that's right. And he's like that smile of, haha, who do you think you are? I'm such a great Muay Thai puncher. I'm gonna punch you in the face and you're gonna see, haha. So we gotta really make that smile with a small curve, because these curves happen since it's a muscle right here. Did you know that? If light's coming from backwards, it shall be the main area. Oh, this first goes in the back. So this area here is receiving that light in the corners, yeah. All this area. I'm going to make his arm thicker. Let's give even more contrast to the shirt. Do you see how much I'm using the background color? The background color can be such a good thing to just help you. You're white here, so it means you're white here, here. Light's coming from above. Here in the face, above. Some warm tones, adding some warm tones. Here in the belly, I know you want to receive some light, so I'm going to give you some light. This light's coming from above, right here, in the face, in this area, specific area. We got some light in the hair. It could be right here in this area, okay? Forming a letter C. And of course, here the chin, we should show there is a chin shadow. You want to remove more of the lines. You can see the process that I did here about removing the lines was pretty much just painting above it. What you can do on your line art layer is lock it and start painting the color right next to it, the color around it. So you're going to have what we call removing it, only that line. You're going to be removing it. And little by little, it's going to just vanish like nothing ever happened. Okay, I'm going to add right now more emotion into the pic, more tension, more by using effects like soft light, overlay, screen, just adding more things flying the background, blur, all those things. And remember, you can always use a lot of blending modes on your layer or in your brush to remove little by little, more by more, little by little, and overall by time more your line art and make everything look in one good way, and separating well the places that you want it to be separated and the places you don't want to be separated. If it end up like a blurry blob, it's because we need to go a few steps back. I'm going to repeat it. We need to go a few steps back and think, okay, maybe I should not do this way. I gotta change the way I'm working things. Am I mixing up too much shadow and light? Normally this is the thing that we are doing. We make too many passages. Let me show here. Here's what is happening. What is happening here? Makes us question. There is a middle tone here, different from this other one, there is different from this one, different from this one and this one. If we look from far away, we can understand it more, but then we look like this and go like, okay, what is exactly happening? So I would say the main thing here that you need to improve is gray levels, understanding what is bright and what is dark. Pretty much the number one thing is gray levels. Okay, I'm going for effects right now. Overlay, yeah, you can go overlay. Let me pick this strong red and add around the light. Would it be overlay? I don't think so. I don't really think so. Let's try screen, even if not color dodge. Okay, screen, I like it more. Good, I'm going to remove my lock. New layer on screen mode. We're not going to do by brush, we're going to do by layer. Okay, back to normal mode on brush. And now here, a screen layer. Oh, screen layer. Yeah, good. We're just going to do a light from the background. Let me get the effect right here and blur it. Filter, blur, motion blur. Here, blur. We can just add some random things flying to show, wow, everything is moving so fast. You can go to your brush and look at the colors around your line art. Let's talk about this one. Oh, it's a darker line art comparing to the rest. So I'm going to change my brush mode to lighten. I'm going to select this color here. And now it's going to paint anything that it's darker than that color. It's going to become brighter. Look at this. Anything that is darker. Make all this area here brighter, and then we go into the background, and then we make the background darker. Background here, I just make you darker. It looks epic right now. We're gonna keep on adding more effects, by the way. I'm gonna add right now something called color dodge. Effects can help you a lot to remove the lines and separate layers. What I did here a lot was giving a big whoa, there's a strong light coming from behind, and a second whoa, there's some kind of strong middle light coming from above, and a third whoa, there are things happening in the background and everything is happening and happening and happening. So the more we can separate light and shadows, gray levels, the more our artwork can look like, oh, now I understand. This is what's happening here in this part of the body, and this is the other thing happening in this other part of the body. We can use overlay right now. Change it to overlay. Using the blue of the background and adding it into the character LEDs and side areas of abs. Color burn, little, 10%. Get here in the shadow, go, edit, be free. And a simple thing that I just want to comment, is that if you add curves, do you know curve? I love curves. curves. We can make this go even better. I'm just saying, you know. I just love these strong deep blues right here. So I'm going to remove a little bit on the pants. A new layer above everything. Pick a dark color on the corners. It can be this one, can be this one. Normal mode. Just apply on the corners here to mix everything up together. We want people looking up here, not down here. I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Why?